made a Rubik's Cube shell, and if you don't know what a Rubik's Cube is, it's like that little like square that you gotta solve. Really annoying. What are those? Look at it at night. Wait, we're in San Myshuno on that gym lot, one of my favorite underrated lots to build on. And I'm gonna take this, I'm not gonna touch any of the walls, we're gonna leave everything as is, and I'm gonna try and turn this into some kind of home or like apartments or something. I haven't really figured it out, but whatever we decide to do, we're gonna take this shape and turn it into something that looks at least kind of like a house or a residential lot. So let's get started. I'm gonna first of all go in, I think with like a fencing. I think I want to use Strangerville, and we're gonna go get rid of those like gray lines, like all of the barriers. We're just gonna get rid of those, and that's probably gonna mess up my pattern for a little bit, but all of the squares I did are 3x3, so I want to make sure that we outline all of those. And then I'm gonna go in and outline all of these. Any of those weird gray lines that are showing gotta go. I'm just gonna go back in with my glowing flooring from Spot A to cover up all of those spots that we just got rid of. And I'm thinking what I also want to do, just to make it look a little cleaner, a little nicer, is go in with a trim and just go along. And since I added that fencing, it's gonna be a lot easier for me to just click all of my edges and just add it on that way. Oh, I can even do it on the top because of the fence. Okay, that's good. This is good. So far, so good. I don't know if it's because of Christmas or like the holidays or what's going on, but I've been really loving doing these like toy inspired builds. I don't know. I think there's something really cool about the idea of your Sims just living in a toy. I think I also did a Tetris inspired build, which is very similar to this one on my channel a while ago. Getting flashbacks from that. By the way, right now I'm just going in with some columns from Get Together and I'm just putting them along the edges. Okay, next I want to work on making this thing look like it's actually supposed to be a Tetris building. So I think I'm gonna raise it up. We're gonna put it on some kind of foundation. I think just like a plain one. I'm wondering if I should also build out just like a one tile deck surrounding the entire thing. We'll just use a plain white foundation, and then I can go in and change the flooring to match the corresponding like square. We're gonna add some stairs, probably right at the front there, and then I think I'm also gonna add some fencing. I'm gonna use this one here from Get Together. I might also do the same thing on the other side. And then what if we actually use this or a different one for the balconies? Like maybe this ends up being just decor or something, but I don't know, I kind of want to add something, or maybe glass. What about the illuminated one from Get Famous? At night, I think this one glows in the dark. That's kind of cool. Like that could go on all of these. We can make some cute little balconies. I think I'm gonna need some more columns maybe. And then on the inside, we're gonna go with like completely abstract decor. This is a lot of windows. I'm at the phase where I like can't stop those, so I've gone in with some mosquito ones and eco lifestyle. I really like how the mosquito ones give like a little bit of a contrast. Oh my god, get out of here, bulldoze. I just like casually have my mouse up here on the bulldoze button just in case, you know? In case I need to end it all right here, right now. I need a front door and I need some side doors. Wondering if I should go in with Spa Day. I like how they always take up the entire wall. So anywhere with like a decent sized balcony, I'm just gonna put a door. All of these like little stubby ones, obviously they're not gonna get a balcony, but there we go. And now for the front door, do I just do 2 of these? Keep it like kind of cohesive? I think yes. This is such an interesting looking build. I'm so excited to see how it turns out. All right, I think I'm gonna go in with some more lighting. I honestly don't think I've ever realized this, but like, do I go overboard on lighting? Be honest with me. I notice that sometimes people neglect lighting. I've said this honestly since day one. Lighting is so powerful. Oh my god, I feel like such a nerd like preaching about the Sims 4 lighting, but honestly, this is why you'll see in my builds I'm always building at nighttime, just to make sure that the nighttime lighting is all lit up. I think it really makes a big difference in your build. Like actually, okay, here, I'm gonna do, this is honestly probably a decent amount of lighting as is, but I'm gonna add more and we're gonna compare. BRB. And just like that is bougie, baby. I'm trying to do some city landscaping here, so I'm going in with some tile. I've also added this pool all the way around because why not, honestly? I think it's starting to look like an actual building, like out of a Rubik's Cube. I don't think we're doing too bad. I'm gonna finish up the landscaping and just do it kind of similar to like the surrounding area just to make it blend in a little bit. And I think I am gonna go for like a bougie raver apartment. That's the vibe. Okay, our house is coming along. I think our exterior is pretty much done. I've done the landscaping on the outside. I also did the balconies, which again, you're gonna see all of the details on the inside of these houses, so I didn't want the outside to be too busy. Plus, there's not really a whole lot of room. Like over here, this one just has a plant, but this one has like a couple guitars out here. This one's got a chair and like a hanging plant, a bicycle up top. So this is how we're gonna leave the exterior with the view and all. Let's move on to the interior, which I think is gonna be kind of hard figuring out the layout for this because I want to keep the walls basically how they are. So my vision here is going to be that like each side or each like row, maybe like this, will be apartment. So maybe I actually have to replace some of these with some doors. So let's do a door here and door here. Oh, that's gonna get so confusing when we go upstairs. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to use ladders here, and I need to make sure each one goes up into their own diagonal row as well. This is gonna get so confusing. Hold on, let me figure this out.
3 hours later.
Okay, I think I figured it out. So each apartment is gonna have a ladder going up to the next floor, and there they're gonna have a designated like ladder room. So if I turn this to the side, these rows here, like vertically, are going to be each apartment, and then they're gonna go upstairs, it's gonna shift, and then each apartment is back how it was. That's the hardest part. Now we get to decorate, and I think this is gonna be the fun part because it's gonna be such a distinguished, like bright style, and I think I am gonna furnish each one differently. So let's start out with the bottom floor. I'm gonna do archways, I think, for the entire bottom floor. We're just gonna have them going all the way through, open it right up, so we can have like archway there, archway all the way to the back. Let's do it for all of them. I'm kind of getting major Squid Game vibes. Let's start here in the blue. I think the walk-in area is going to be like a living room kind of, so let's start there. I'm picturing like a band lives here. Band of like 3, and they're in this like really cool synthwave band. It's kind of wild using this like flooring, but this build is gonna be so out there that it's not even gonna matter. Yeah, I feel like it's a little too bright. The neon light is gonna have to make an appearance, so may as well bring it out right off the bat. We'll add a light over to the side. I want tons of music in here. And maybe since this person gets the balcony, they can be like the freezer bunny like guitar player. So we'll keep that in mind for them. Maybe we could have like a keyboard player and they can be this one. So we'll give them a keyboard somewhere on their side. And then for the other one, I'm picturing like very electronic music. So like, would it be weird to do a full DJ room? I don't know how I'm gonna do the spacing, but I really want to do it somehow. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I've moved on from our living room here onto the kitchen, which is actually a little bit tricky. It's kind of small, and I'm finding part of this challenge here is having to like cover up the color of the wall and the flooring. So I've added a rug. I'm using mirrors as my backsplash here, honestly, just to cover up the bright yellow. I feel like it broke it up enough. Rugs are gonna play a huge role in this as well. I'm gonna move on to this, which I think is gonna be maybe a bar slash dining area. If I could fit both, that'd be great, but I also do have a lot of room. So I could do a dining room and then maybe a bar upstairs. Like we do full table over here with, of course, the rug and the decor and the whole bit, and then upstairs we could do a separate bar. And I'm just realizing this lighting. Oh, okay. Yeah, like in here we could do a rug, some cute posters. This house really is such a vibe. Like, look at this. And then we go upstairs in the same apartment and we're here. All right, we figured it out. Let's get our archways back. I do need a bathroom at some point, and I feel like it should be relatively close. You're gonna want to go up the ladder and then probably be at a bathroom. So maybe my bathroom can be like back here, and then this could be the music room. So let's replace this one with a door, and this is where we're gonna do our bathroom, and it's gonna have to be like covered up because this is like actually a bump out right here. Oh my god. So my toilet is gonna hide like right there. Well, we could do a big bathroom because of the diagonal here. This room feels bigger than it like should be, you know? So this could probably fit in the corner, and then we could do a sink on this wall. I think we're gonna go in heavy with the mirrors again to break up the pink, and then the curtains. What are we gonna do about my windows? Part of me wants to use the luxury party stuff ones, like these. Actually, this might be a vibe. I am officially obsessed with this house. This is so freaking cool. I've got everything I need in here. I think I'm gonna move out. We're gonna go and do the music room. These rooms are just gonna be like passing through like hallways basically. So maybe I'll put, oh my god, I've never used this picture and it's totally the time to do it. And then in here, this is going to be our really cool music room. So I know there's some fun swatches from this. Ooh, I think I like the purple one. The blue is pretty cool too. The green. We definitely need some speakers in here. The colorful ones, like the pink one. Oh, like this. Yes. Anywhere that needs like a little something, it can have a speaker. This Discovery University rug, like sized up a little bit, fits perfectly in here. So we're gonna have that checkered flooring. I'm making this really cool TV station, the purple hanging plant and the purple artwork. I think this looks really cool. Let's leave it like this. So we've got our room there. All I have to do next is the top floor, which we're back going this way now. So upstairs, I'm working on the bedroom, and the bed is gonna have to be a double bed pushed up on the wall for like the sizing of these rooms. It's gonna have to be very like pushed over like that. So I'm wondering if what I should do to kind of make this work, if the sim who we're building for, if we're assuming that they're really into like their aesthetic and their look, then we can get for them their own like closet room, which I'm kind of building right now. Like, what if I got rid of this and then I built an entire closet right there? All that's gonna be in here is really just like my bed and like an end table, really. And then in here, we can go more all out with like the closet kind of thing. And I can make a really nice, cool closet room. Here is a very unlikely yet beautiful combination. Dream home decorator and bowling stuff. I'm gonna use those two to decorate this top floor here. So I'm going in with that light there from bowling stuff chair and rug. And then we can do some like crazy bright colorful lighting from Dream Home Decorator in these. So our first floor is complete. We've got this little area here, which is again just like a hallway. When you walk in, I put a penguin on an end table. Then we've got our walk-in closet, which I think is a really cool kind of lead off into our bedroom. They're super colorful. I'm loving all these colors. And I moved that bowling night light that I had in the back with this rug because I love that color combination with the yellow and the purple. So now that we've got our layout figured out, it's gonna be way easier to furnish these. I'm gonna keep the layout generally similar and the style similar, but different in their own ways. Like one of them, I really want to have graffiti. So one of the apartments can have like a really heavy emphasis on graffiti. We could use this, ooh, as like a background somewhere. I was gonna say behind the TV, but maybe that can be our backsplash for the kitchen with like one of these somewhere as well. That could go there. What did we say this person was gonna be like? This is the DJ, right? Yeah, this is gonna be the DJ. Maybe I'll go a little bit darker with this style. It'd be like a black and pink, kind of like pinky punk goth vibes. I gotta make sure I leave all my room for the ladders. I've been so careful making sure that they're functional. Yeah, pink and black. Let me get that color filter on. This is gonna be a cool one. It's gonna be cutesy, but like not, you know? Oh yes, this is so perfect. Okay, so there is our living room coming along. Get some like hanging lighting going on in there. I need to save, I'm scared. Oh, with these, I forgot about this pink swatch. Wait, this is sick. Why have I never used this? Okay, I might move this out of here or save this and use it as like a backsplash for my bed. I'm gonna bring this upstairs and my bedroom is gonna have this like backsplash on it. I need to play around with it to make sure the lighting is good, but that's gonna be so freaking cool. I am absolutely in love with the living room. Let's move on to the kitchen. I'm gonna do the same layout, I think, but maybe with different appliances, and I'm gonna do some black counters instead from Spot A. So our kitchen and dining are looking so freaking cool. We've got the graffiti there is the backdrop, and then on the other side, more graffiti with some lighting and a coffee machine. And then on the other side, I'm playing around with this green. It matched like the graffiti that was on the wall, so I figured I would put that on there with some bowling night light strips, and that is gonna be that for this floor. For the second level, we're gonna arrive here in this like paint room. I just put these little paintings up against the wall. I thought they looked kind of cute. This room, I haven't really decided yet. I had to delete the DJ thing because it was way too big. So I'm wondering if this person should actually be like a singer instead. I haven't decided, so I skipped it and I'm doing the bathroom currently. And this one has a balcony, so it's gonna be a little funny. I'm gonna have to put a curtain on the door. But in terms of like the actual design of this room, I'm loving the bathroom. So there's our bathroom looking cute. There's even a freaking speaker in here. And then yeah, this room, let me go see the instruments. I think it is gonna have to be like a microphone we put in here. Or we could do like this mixing station instead. That's kind of cool. I think we should do that. It's sort of similar to the DJ thing, but a little different, I guess. Oh, we should get the amps. I haven't used the amps at all for Moschino yet. So I want to put the pink amps back there. Maybe with some stand-up Moschino lighting like that. And if there's any more graffiti that I could put up, that would be great. Or even city living garage doors. Oh, like this is actually perfect. We could put that right there. So that is gonna be our music recording room. I don't know if I'm supposed to put a chair here. I think they're good without one. So finally for this side, we have to go upstairs and do the bedroom, which I'm so excited to see how this is gonna work. Let's go ahead and get a bed. So for this room, I'm thinking we do Season's bed. With that is like the backsplash there, and then I have a TV on the other wall. I don't know what to do about this area here. I need something to go on the wall, but like, I don't really know what. I could do some of these like shelves. This whole place is so like trippy. But then on here, I could add like some candles and some clutter. Oh, and a lava lamp. And like expensive. I feel like I'm spending a lot of money here. 76,000, that's not bad. All right, so there's my bedroom looking pretty cool. Over here, I don't know what to put in here. Maybe I could do like a painting room or something, or another seating area. I actually just realized I haven't done a study at all. So maybe this room can be a study, and I can go in and get a chair here. We can put a bookshelf on the wall. There, that's a pretty freaking cool office. I must say, there is so much random stuff in here. Like, look at this room. What's happening here? I'm gonna do the third and final apartment, and then we're gonna be finished with our Rubik's Cube build. This is not the way that I thought we were gonna go with this. I won't lie. This one I'm gonna do probably mostly off camera. It's gonna be a similar style, just a little different. And I will show you guys when I'm done. So this is how this third and final side turned out. We've got more of like a cutesy vibe going on, more like pastel colors. I did the living room with the same layout, just facing like the other way. Our cute little kawaii, my first pet stuff, I believe, lamp here. Then we've got our kitchen, again, pretty similar layout, except we've got a ladder in this one, and I've got some tiny living stuff in here, some shelving from tiny living as well, and then our dining room over to the left, which I really love the color scheme in here. I think it turned out so pretty. On the next floor, we go into our guitar room over here, which I put some Snowy Escape posts in here. We've got the mirror walls again, and then over here, I actually love this bathroom. The layout with this like Get Famous tub and the toilet over here, I think it looks so cool. And then finally upstairs, I really wanted to have a gaming room upstairs, so I have the button basher, which just barely fit into this like corner room. I have this room here, which with this colorful shelf from the new kit. The plant kit is so pretty. I've never seen this swatch before, but it has all of the colors of a Rubik's Cube in it. Just like a little lounge room with a bookshelf in there as well. And then finally, our pink bed from Vintage Glamour in the pink bedroom. Definitely more of a cutesy vibe than, say, the middle one for sure. But this has been our Rubik's Cube build. Look at it with all this stuff in there. That looks so freaking cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I'm gonna put it on the gallery under Sydneymacoretta. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.